What's up, guys? We're going to have a conversation about relationships that seem to happen on these Hollywood sets or these video sets with a lot of these celebrities. And do they really last, since a lot of them were started out while they were in a relationship with someone else? Now, even though I'm going to be talking about Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly, we can think of a lot of examples of this happening, but one of the most well-known examples of this was Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. When Brad Pitt was married to Jennifer Aniston, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie starred in the movie Mr. and Mrs. Smith together, which was a film that was about a couple that were doing a lot of things together professionally and personally in the film. And in films like that, when these people have to do these sex scenes and a lot of intimate things together, even though they say that they're acting, in order to be a good actor or an actress, you have to really get into it. So it seems that a lot of these people, they're really getting into this stuff, but are these relationships really genuine? Now, Megan Fox, she's married to Brian Austin Green. Brian Austin Green is an actor. He's most known for being one of the stars of the hit show from back in the day, Beverly Hills 90210. And I used to watch that show back in the day. So he started out as a nerd, and he eventually became like a heartthrob, and he was dating Tori Spelling, who played Donna on the show, and he just was known as cool from then on. I don't really know of anything else that he has been in that's been high profile besides 90210, but I mean, that show aired for a long time, and it's been in syndication on a lot of different networks for a lot of years also. So a lot of the people who started that show, if they were good with their finances, they were fine. They didn't really have to do a whole lot of things in order to make it. Well, Brian and Megan, they've been married for many years. They have 3 children together. And it came out that Megan Fox was seeing Machine Gun Kelly. And Brian Austin Green, he's speaking out about it and saying how he found out about the two seeing each other. And even though their breakup, at first they were saying it's cordial, it's mutual, apparently it's not that cordial, because he found out about her dating someone else. And that always is going to hurt in some way, no matter how small or how big your ego is. He spoke about it on a podcast, and he didn't really go into a whole lot of details. But he said he found out in his own way, and that's as much as a detail that he was just going to give at that time. He may speak about more later. But Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly. Oh my God, can you imagine if Megan Kelly was dating Machine Gun Kelly? That is so wrong. But hey, that was a Freudian slip. They've done some things together in terms of a film that they were filming before COVID-19 hit, so the filming had to shut down, and that film is called Midnight in the Switchgrass. And she also starred in Machine Gun Kelly's a video for his song Bloody Valentine, and they apparently got really close, and it's apparent that they started hooking up, and then they started being seen around town, picking up food together. She's been in his Aston Martin. People started wondering, did Brian know about the situation? Were they quarantining separately from each other? That was a rumor at one time as well, that they were quarantining separately and that they were separating. And a number of relationships have broken up or separated, especially in the Hollywood world during the quarantine, because just a lot of tensions have been in a lot of households. And so it's not an uncommon thing. But as blatantly as they're putting it out there, they're becoming Instagram official now. And that's, I guess, that's a thing now where people have to put all of their business on social media, especially where it involves Instagram and posting pictures of two people that are dating together and letting everyone know that this is who I'm with. So they did the movie filming together until that shut down. And she also starred in his video. They've confirmed that they're dating, and, they're just not apologetic about it at all. So amidst them being seen with each other around town in LA, they also announced that, she announced that they were separating. She and Brian were separating, who they've been married to each other for about 10 years. So since they have confirmed that they are dating, I'm wondering how long this is really going to last. She's been posting photos on Instagram with Machine Gun Kelly. She's just very out there with the situation. She's saying, my heart is yours. And again, I don't know what the downfall was in the relationship and marriage, not just relationship, but marriage that she had with Brian Austin Green, for her to be so outwardly with the relationship that she's having with Machine Gun Kelly now, in the eyes of everyone that can see it on social media because they're putting it out there. I don't know what the breakdown was in their marriage. Was it over for a long time and they were just together for the sake of the children? They were already living separate lives, but the way Brian is speaking, even though he's not sharing a whole lot of details about it, he doesn't seem like this was something that he was really aware of, and they were already going through issues and they were just kind of waiting before they would officially separate. Megan just started being seen around town, and there's even like a timeline, guys, and a breakdown of when they started seeing these two together. In May, Brian Austin Green, he posted a message on Megan Fox's birthday. It was her 34th birthday, and he shared an Instagram photo of a butterfly perched on a purple flower, and it's quoted. He says, "Eventually butterflies get bored sitting on a flower for too long. They start feeling smothered. It's a great big world, and they want to experience it." So people just started speculating that he was talking about his wife. I mean, he posted it on her birthday. And yeah, it is apparently true that that's who he was referencing, because it's noted that on May 18th, a source told the E! News Network that Fox and Kelly were quote unquote hooking up. And so those hookups that start out of a connection that they gain by filming with this person, working with this person on a set, a movie set, a television set, a music video set, whatever it is. I guess it happens a number of times, but when people cross those lines and it's just the way that they got together, it's very unprofessional, and you were already in a relationship with somebody else, whether you were a man doing it or a woman doing it. I mean, so many people hated Brad Pitt for many, many years for what he did to Jennifer Aniston. And now look at the situation many years later. They ended up splitting apart and they got divorced after having a number of children together, adopted and naturally. It lasted a long time, a lot longer than some people thought that it would, but it wouldn't last, because the thing that is true about these situations is that when the relationship doesn't start out the right way, it usually doesn't end the right way. And a lot of times it ends later than it probably should have. And it's because people are fighting to try to save face, to make it look and appear as if all is well, when really behind closed doors it's not, but they just don't want to reveal it to the public. And then when it just becomes like a volcano that erupts and the lava is flowing and it's getting hot and they have to escape, then that's when everybody knows and it's revealed that, yeah, all wasn't well in the camp. And so we knew it wasn't going to last. So with Megan Fox coming out to declare her love for Machine Gun Kelly now, it's just really creepy and weird the way that it's all happened. I don't fault people for being in a relationship, and if it didn't work out, you splitting and then you moving on to live your life. But it's how you do things. It's how you start out. And most people know that if Brian Austin Green, being the man, which a lot of men do things like this, if it was the shoe on the other foot and Brian Austin Green hooked up and got with somebody else and it was very public while he was still married to her and then eventually just left her with the kids, then he would be the most despicable person in the world, or one of them. But when it's a woman that does stuff like this, then it's like she gets a pass because she's just a mother and she's tired and she's being smothered and she just wants to live her life and be free. I don't know if all of those situations or those scenarios are really what it is or if that's true or not. But I mean, she seems like right now she's living her best life. She's with this young dude who is making her feel good in more ways than one, apparently. And I'm just not sure how long this is going to last, but we shall see. I won't sit here and hold my breath for how long it lasts or how long it doesn't, but either way, it is just very strange the way all of this happened, and I'm quite sure that this is not a match made in heaven and that it will not last forever. So I just think it's a bad example for her children, even though they're very young. And maybe Brian Austin Green and Megan Fox were not a match made in heaven, but it's just the way things happen and the way it looks. It's just very, very strange. So Brian Austin Green, he said that he isn't filing for divorce yet. He sounds like he is wanting and hoping that things will work out and somehow maybe things can mend and they can get back together. But it's been rumored that he's been seen with some other women too, but the way that it's come out is just a little bit different than what Megan Fox has done, whereas she's just legit making it known that she is in a full-on love, or shall we say lust-filled relationship with Machine Gun Kelly, and it's pretty serious. So we shall see. I would love to know what you guys think about it. Let me know in the comment section. So thanks for supporting the channel by hitting the links in the description box. And of course, I appreciate you liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. This is the Minister of Beauty, here to share the Bible. That's business, inspiration, beauty, life, and enjoyment. Until next time, have an amazingly blessed and beautiful day.